showtime.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl Nita, your favorite diva, and I'm back for another movie review. The movie that I'm reviewing for you today is The Suicide Squad, not to be confused with Suicide Squad from 2016. This is the sequel. So let's get into it. The movie is written and directed solely by the one and only James Gunn, the only director other than Joss Whedon that has had his hands in both DC and Marvel. Get into it. The movie is starring Margot Robbie, Idris Elba, Joel Kinnaman, John Cena, Michael Rooker, Viola Davis, Pete Davidson, Storm Reed, Daniela Melchior, among so many others. This is a comic book adaptation that follows this. They're not retconning 2016 Suicide Squad still exists with Will Smith, okay? Directed by David Ayers. So this is a sequel. They're on another mission. This is classified as an action, adventure, and comedy. They got it right. It clocks in at 2 hours and 12 minutes. It's rated R. And let me preface this by saying it is a hard R for sure. The amount of gore, violence, and adult humor is just, you may not, you think your teenagers and seen everything, and they probably have. Like I said, older teenagers, yes, younger, maybe like preteens, no. Let's leave that out for them. The synopsis reads: the supervillains Harley Quinn, Bloodsport, Peacemaker, and a collection of nutty cons at Bel Rev prison join the super secret, super shady Task Force X as they are dropped off at the remote enemy infused island of Corte Maltese. And I believe that is in South America. Not quite sure. If you want to fact check me, leave it in the comments. And that is all I'm going to say because this is a spoiler free review. If you're new to my channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you are a returning subscriber, you already know what this is. I watch movies so you don't have to. I tell you the good, bad, and everything in between without spoilers, of course. And I'll let you know whether or not you should know or go see it in theaters. And also, this is actually premiering in theaters and in HBO Max simultaneously. So pick your poison, what you want to do. Okay. So let's start off with the good, shall we? I'm gonna start rolling off just my favorite characters. I have five favorite characters that were standouts for me in this movie, and we're gonna start with the illustrious Harley Quinn. Of course, Margot Robbie kills the role. She has one of the best action scenes in the movie, similar to something that she did in Birds of Prey. So I loved the way they portrayed her in this rendition of Harley Quinn. I never had a problem with any of the ways they portrayed her. Margot Robbie shines, like, when they say people were born to play this person, she was born to play Harley Quinn. Perfect. Like, there's nobody else that comes to mind, baby. Bloodsport. Idris Elba. I got a bone to pick with you, but for this movie, I'm just gonna leave it be. Did an excellent job at Bloodsport. Really dug his character. He had a really nice bond with Ratcatcher, and that's my next favorite character, Ratcatcher. She encompassed the heart of the movie for me. Um, her father is played by none other than Taika Waititi, and he nailed it. She nailed it, and it just brought the groundedness. Because when I tell you, not for nothing, this is a mindless, corny, cheesy popcorn flick done right. Done right. I'm gonna give James Gunn his flowers. I appreciate that he was able to put out his vision the way he wanted to do it. But turn your mind off, baby. You still gotta do that. You still gotta do that. Where am I at? Oh, I like King Shark. Now I know King Shark is controversial, but I liked King Shark. I liked them. I liked them. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I liked them. Oh well, I liked him. Um, I liked him for his humor. I liked him for his zaniness. Like I just liked it. And Polka Dot Man. That's the last on the list. Polka Dot Man. I really like what he brought to the table. I didn't like some of his humor. Some of the reasons, some of his motivations. I didn't care for it, but whatever. I mean, that's subjective, and everybody has their different experiences. So for me, that didn't work for me. Okay, so yes, I applaud James Gunn for getting to go ahead to create the exact vision that he wanted to bring to this movie. His quirky humor, his way of handling ensembles and misfits, and definitely was on display for all to see, all in his glory. He did really, really good. There were some great shots, like his stylistic choices. Like I remember that we saw a fight, but we didn't see it in real time. Not real time. We saw it in real time, but we saw it in a reflection of a helmet. Nice. I love touches that's a little different, like what you don't see. You know what I'm saying? It's just like it gives you something that you don't really see all the time. Okay, so yes, like I said, this movie is a hard R. It's hyper violent. It's super gory. It's very entertaining. I won't take nothing from it. The stakes were super super high. The movie moved in a good pace because it was always something going on. Um, Although filled with uber violence and gore, the movie had quite a bit of heart. And I already talked about it in the characters, Ratcatcher, and Polka Dot Man. They had some of the most heartwarming, even though I didn't really care for Polka Dot Man's his particular trauma. Um, Definitely I could relate, and Ratcatchers resonated with me a little bit more. um no spoilers. She handled the emotion really really well, and you always saw that in her face whenever, like, I don't feel like she really should have been a part of the Suicide Squad. I feel like she just wasn't meant to be there, and that's why her part was so special. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I just felt like she was always conflicted with that. It gave the movie so much more depth, and that's why I think it created the balance that it needed, because it was a mindless, corny, cheesy popcorn flick, but then it gave you the heart that kind of balanced the scales. And I think that's why everybody is like kind of going crazy over it. But I think people really, really hype this. Like, they really, really hype this. All right, so now we're going into some of the bad. Some of the humor was a little crass and it will offend some. It's not for everybody. It's not for everybody. And I'll just leave it at that. Like I said, there's a lot of adult humor that everybody won't be on board with. So, like I said, this movie is not for everybody. I can see it being divisive, and that's okay. It is what it is. Also, I can say that the movie is very one note. Very similar to the other Suicide Squad. That's why I kept trying to figure out, like, you know, I wasn't a fan of this third act, just like I wasn't a fan of the other one's third act. What I will say with this is that it was able to create um a more entertaining film with the gore and horror, because if that's what the vast majority wants, then that's what they want. So I don't know. That's not what I want. Like, I'm not here for that. Like, yeah, girl gets a little queasy. Um, what do I always say about movies, especially comic book movies? Your movies are only as good as your villains. If your villains are one note, it's uneventful, and I just don't have as much fun with it. And these villains were very one note, and I did not have a good time with them. Period. Sorry. Can't get into it. Spoilers. So before I give you my overall thoughts on the Suicide Squad, the second in the franchise, why don't you take a look at my social media? It's right there. All right, so my overall opinion and thoughts on the movie as a whole. Like I said, mindless, cheesy, corny, hyper violent, grotesque gore with a touch of heart. I say it's a good time at the theater. I had a great time. No problem, because 2021, we had some hits and some misses. But you can watch it on HBO streaming, or you can watch it at the theater. The visual effects are really, really good. So if you want to see it in the theater, I prefer that. But if you want to go to HBO Max, that's your business. I ain't got nothing to do with it. I had a good time with the movie. I don't know about rewatchability for me. Not just for me. Because like I said, I'm not into that grotesque stuff. That, I mean, it's good for a one time. No. But I give it 4 out of 5 stars. I think James Gunn really honed in and executed it to the max. Like I said, I mean, it'll resonate with people differently. But I will give him his flowers and his kudos, and I give it 4 out of 5 stars. And I say go see it in theaters, because there was a lot of special effects that you really might appreciate on the big screen if you're into that. Not this girl right here, but you. If you into it, then you go ahead and do it. It's your business, baby. So, what did you think about that? What's most importantly, what did you think about Suicide Squad? Have you watched it already? If you did, write me your comments down below. If you're not, what after listening to what I said, what you gonna do? Are you gonna watch it? I say at least watch it once. You have to get your own opinion about movies. Like, I'm here to tell you no or go. But at the end of the day, I mean, everybody likes something different. This movie will be divisive. I'm telling you. It will be divisive. Because like I said, if this is just a one-time watch for me, I just feel like it might be divisive. So anyway, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Let the diva know you stopped by. Leave me a comment. Engage, like, share my video with other people, and make sure you come back for the next one. Until next time, bye.